Have you ever wondered which R&B stars you wouldn't recognize today? From Chaka Khan, who stunned audiences with her new look during performances on American Idol and at the Kennedy Center Spring Festival, to Tevin Campbell, who quietly stepped away from the spotlight after being involved in a covert sting operation by undercover police in California. Drop a 1 in the comments and join us as we explore 20 R&B stars you might not recognize today. Dawn Robinson is an American singer and actress, best known for her role as a member of the iconic group En Vogue. The group went on to become one of the best-selling female groups of all time. In July 1989, Robinson auditioned for a new all-female group and was chosen along with 3 other women to form En Vogue. In 1990, they released their debut single, Hold On, which became a #1 hit. Robinson's distinctive voice was a key feature in some of the group's biggest songs, including My Loving, You're Never Gonna Get It, Giving Him Something He Can Feel, and Free Your Mind. After the group went on hiatus in 2008, Robinson returned to music, performing and singing songs from her time with En Vogue and the group Lucy Pearl. Her most recent public performance was in 2019. In 2025, Robinson revealed that she had been living in her car since 2022. She shared, "For nearly 3 years, I've been living in my car. I've said it now, oh my God, it's out there." Her journey to this point has been incredibly challenging. In 2020, she moved in with her parents in Las Vegas, a period that was wonderful until circumstances changed. At that point, she found herself without a place to stay and ultimately had to live in her car. A manager also offered her a place in Los Angeles, but upon arrival, she discovered there was no space for her. Instead, she moved into a hotel and stayed there for 8 months. During this time, she began researching life in her car and discovered a large community of people who choose to live this way. Chaka Khan is a renowned American singer known as the Queen of Funk. Her passion for music began at a young age. At 11 years old, she formed an all-female group called The Crystal with her sister. As she grew older, Chaka started performing in small bands around Chicago. In 1972, while performing with local bands, Chaka caught the attention of 2 members of an up-and-coming group called Rufus. The band's lead singer, Petty McWills, decided to leave the group and suggested that Chaka take her place. Good Sweet Thing, Do You Love What You Feel, and Ain't Nobody, all of which went platinum. In 1978, Chaka signed a solo contract with Warner Brothers Records. Her debut solo album featuring the track I'm Every Woman became a massive hit in the R&B genre and later gained even more popularity when Whitney Houston recorded her own version. Chaka continued to release hit songs including What Cha Gonna Do For Me before making a milestone in 1984 as the first R&B artist to have a crossover hit with a rapper. The song was I Feel For You, a cover of Prince's hit. Over the years, Chaka Khan's appearance has changed significantly as a result of her commitment to adopting a healthier lifestyle. After being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, she committed to a strict diet plan for several months, leading to a loss of 60 pounds. Fans took notice of her transformed look during her performance on American Idol and later at the Kennedy Center Spring Festival, where her healthier, more vibrant appearance became a topic of discussion and admiration. Tevin Campbell was once one of the biggest names in R&B music. He began his musical journey by singing gospel in church at a young age. His big break came when he was just 12 years old thanks to a family friend who introduced him to jazz singer Bobby Humphrey. Impressed by his talent, Humphrey arranged for him to perform at a show in Manhattan, and that performance proved to be life-changing. A video of Tevin's performance made its way to musician Benny Medina, who was immediately captivated by his voice. Medina flew to Texas, signed him on the spot, and from there Tevin's career skyrocketed, establishing him as a rising star in the world of R&B. In 1991, at just 15 years old, Tevin Campbell released his debut album, Tevin. The album featured hit songs like Tell Me What You Want Me to Do Alone With You and Goodbye, selling over 1 million copies and earning platinum certification. His second album, I'm Ready, released in 1993, was even more successful. The album included the massive hit, Can We Talk, which topped the R&B charts along with I'm Ready and Always in My Heart. Tevin had the voice talent and success to become an R&B legend. However, despite his early rise to stardom, everything eventually changed. In 1999, Tevin Campbell's career took a major hit when he was arrested in a covert sting operation by undercover police in California, where he was found with a small amount of marijuana. This incident tarnished his clean image and gradually led him to step away from the public eye. In the years that followed, Tevin remained largely out of the spotlight, choosing not to release any new music. His last album came out in 1999, and though he made a surprise appearance on the TV show Queen Sugar in 2019, his days as a major force in the R&B music scene were long behind him. Erykah Badu is one of the pivotal artists who helped define an entire era of R&B and neo-soul music. Her musical journey began at a young age, performing at the Dallas Theater Center and the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. By the age of 14, Erykah had already made a name for herself freestyling on local radio stations with musicians like Roy Harrow. Her big break came in 1994 when she opened for D'Angelo at a performance in Fort Worth. That single performance caught the eye of record executive Kedar Massenberg, who was so impressed that he quickly signed her to a contract setting the stage for her groundbreaking career. In 1997, Erykah Badu's debut album, Baduism, was released, quickly becoming a legendary record in the R&B and neo-soul genre. With tracks like On and On, Apple Tree, Next Lifetime, and Other Side of the Game, the album was certified triple platinum, catapulting her into stardom. That same year, she released a live album titled Live, which featured the iconic track Tyrone. This album also achieved massive success, selling over 2 million copies and solidifying Erykah's place as a force in the music industry. In 2000, Erykah Badu released her second album, Mama's Gun, which included the hit song Bag Lady, her first top 10 entry on the Billboard Hot 100. While her music became less mainstream in the years that followed and didn't chart as high on traditional charts, Erykah never disappeared from the music scene. She continued to collaborate with artists like D'Angelo, Teyana Taylor, and RM from BTS. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, she contributed to creating music remotely offering support to struggling musicians and demonstrating her ongoing commitment to the industry. D'Angelo was one of the most influential names in R&B during the 1990s and early 2000s. As a teenager, he formed the group Precise and began to establish his musical reputation. His big breakthrough came in 1991 when he performed at the legendary Apollo Theater in New York, winning on Amateur Night. At just 18 years old, D'Angelo made the bold decision to drop out of school and move to New York, fully committing to his passion for music and setting the stage for his future success. In 1994, D'Angelo co-wrote and produced the song You Will Know for the R&B group Black Men United. The track featured stars like Usher, R. Kelly, Boys II Men, and Raphael Saadiq, and became a hit, reaching the top 5 on the R&B charts. His debut album Brown Sugar, released in 1995, quickly became a classic. With iconic songs like Lady and Cruisin', D'Angelo skyrocketed to fame, establishing himself as one of the most influential stars in the R&B genre. However, it was his second album, Voodoo, released in 2000, that solidified D'Angelo's place in R&B history. The album won a Grammy and featured the legendary track untitled How Does It Feel? After the Voodoo tour, D'Angelo gradually retreated from the spotlight, struggling with personal issues, including alcohol and drug addiction. Following years of silence and an arrest for drug possession in 2005, he shocked the world by releasing Black Messiah in 2014, his first album in 14 years. The album was a masterpiece, earning him another Grammy and proving that his musical genius was still alive. Since then, he has kept a low profile, but continues to collaborate with major artists like Jay-Z and Raphael Saadiq. In 2024, he made an appearance on the track I Want You Forever with Faith Evans, continuing to contribute to the world of music in his own unique way. Faith Evans's career skyrocketed after her unofficial appearance on her then-husband, the notorious Blige's song One More Chance in 1997. She later joined Puff Daddy and 112 on the track I'll Be Missing You, a heartfelt tribute to Biggie, following his tragic death. The song became a massive hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and earning a Grammy. This collaboration marked a turning point in her career, solidifying her as a major force in the music industry. Faith Evans' career skyrocketed after her unofficial appearance on her then-husband, the notorious Blige's song One More Chance in 1997. She later joined Puff Daddy and 112 on the track I'll Be Missing You, a heartfelt tribute to Biggie following his tragic death. The song became a massive hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and earning a Grammy. This collaboration marked a turning point in her career, solidifying her as a major force in the music industry. Faith's career exploded when she made an unofficial appearance on her then-husband, the notorious Blige's song One More Chance in 1997, and then joined Puff Daddy and 112 on I'll Be Missing You, a tribute to Biggie after his tragic death. The song became a huge hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and winning a Grammy. In 2003, Faith Evans left Bad Boy Records and signed with Capitol Records, where she released The First Lady. The album was a success, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard 200. That same year, she also released a Christmas album, A Faithful Christmas, but it didn't gain the attention she had hoped for. Afterward, Faith took a break from mainstream music. She later returned with independent albums like Something About Faith and Incomparable, though neither reached the same level of fame as her 90s and early 2000s hits. Do you enjoy listening to Faith Evans' music? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a 5. Maxwell is an American singer-songwriter and music producer who began his music career at the age of 17 when a friend gifted him a cheap Casio keyboard. This small gesture turned out to be life-changing. Maxwell quickly became obsessed with songwriting, teaching himself how to play instruments and studying the sounds of 1980s R&B legends like Patrice Rushen and SOS Band. By 1991, Maxwell was performing at clubs in New York, gradually building his reputation. He worked relentlessly, writing and recording over 300 songs while performing at small venues. His dedication paid off in 1994 when Columbia Records signed him, setting the stage for his rise to fame. Maxwell began working on his debut album, Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite, which introduced his unique sound to the music world. Initially, the album received limited attention, but it gradually became a classic with tracks like Ascension, Don't Ever Wonder, and Something Something. Alongside artists like Lauryn Hill, D'Angelo, and Erykah Badu, Maxwell played a pivotal role in popularizing the neo-soul genre. His next two albums, Embrya and Now, both went platinum, solidifying his place in music history and proving that he was not just a fleeting phenomenon, but a lasting force in the industry. In 1999, Maxwell's song, Fortunate from the soundtrack of the film Life, became the biggest commercial success of his career, reaching number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. After taking long breaks between projects, Maxwell made his return with the album Black Summer's Night in 2016. Since then, he has not released a new album. While he no longer appears as frequently as he once did, Maxwell remains one of the most respected and influential artists in the R&B music scene, continuing to hold a special place in the hearts of fans and fellow musicians alike. Monica is one of the biggest names in R&B, known for a voice that brings raw emotion to every song. She started her musical journey as a child singing in a traveling gospel choir at the age of 10. At just 12 years old, her incredible talent caught the attention of legendary producer Dallas Austin, who signed her to Rowdy Records. This marked the beginning of a successful career that would see Monica become one of R&B's most influential artists. In 1995, at just 14 years old, Monica released her debut album, Miss Thang. However, it was in 1998 that she truly reached the pinnacle of her career with the song, The Boy Is Mine. The track became a cultural phenomenon, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for several weeks. The album also included other #1 hits like The First Night and Angel of Mine, solidifying Monica as one of the most successful artists of the late 90s. As musical trends shifted in the early 2000s, Monica faced both personal and professional challenges. Her 2002 album All Eyes on Me was initially released only in Japan and failed to achieve commercial success, marking a difficult period in her career. She made a strong comeback in 2003 with After the Storm, which produced another hit with So Gone. However, her next album, The Makings of Me, struggled to find an audience. In 2010, Monica made a major return with Still Standing. With production by Neo Stargate and Polo Don, this album captured Monica's classic sound while still feeling fresh. It debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. While she may not be as prominent as before, Monica continues to make music and perform. Usher has been a household name for decades, but if you see him today, you might hardly recognize the teenage heartthrob from the 90s who took the R&B world by storm. Usher began his singing journey in church at the age of 9. His family quickly recognized his immense talent and moved to Atlanta to help him pursue a music career. By the time he was 13, he had caught the eye of talent scouts and appeared on Star Search, the biggest talent competition on TV at the time. That appearance paved the way for him to sign a record deal with LaFace Records, and by 15, Usher released his self-titled debut album, marking the beginning of his legendary career. Usher's breakthrough came in 1997 with his album My Way, featuring hits like You Make Me Wanna and Nice and Slow, which topped the charts. His next album, 8701, continued the success with tracks like You Remind Me and You Got It Bad. Then came Confessions in 2004, which solidified Usher as an R&B legend. With over 20 million copies sold worldwide, it became one of the biggest albums of the decade. Hits like Yay Burn and My Boo dominated the charts, cementing Usher as the biggest R&B star of his generation. He continued to push musical boundaries with albums like Looking for Myself and Hard to Love. In 2024, Usher proved his enduring appeal during the Super Bowl halftime show, attracting over 123 million viewers, a testament to his lasting power in the industry. Even after decades in the game, Usher continues to command massive attention. Lauryn Hill is a legendary name in music, known for her profound impact as both an artist and a cultural icon. From her early days as an actress to her groundbreaking solo career, Hill has influenced generations of artists. Raised in a musical family, her mother played the piano and her father was a singer. Hill's talent was nurtured from a young age. Her music career skyrocketed as the lead member of the Fugees alongside Wyclef Jean and Pras. The group's 1996 album, The Score, became a cultural phenomenon with songs like Killing Me Softly and Ready or Not dominating the radio waves. The album won a Grammy for Best Rap Album, making Hill the first woman to achieve this honor. During this time, she also collaborated with Nas on the classic track If I Ruled the World. Imagine that, further cementing her place in music history. But it was Lauryn Hill's debut solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that truly cemented her status as a legend. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, and the title track, Doo Wop That Thing, made her the first artist to debut at #1 on both the Hot 100 and the album charts. It also became the first album by a female rapper to be certified Diamond. In 2013, Hill faced legal troubles and was sentenced to 3 months in prison and 3 months of house arrest for tax evasion. After serving her sentence, Hill returned to performing occasionally. In 2024, she made a surprise appearance at Coachella during her son YG Marley's performance, where she sang both her iconic solo hits and songs from the Fugees, performing alongside Wyclef Jean. Mary J. Blige reshaped the R&B genre by seamlessly blending it with hip-hop, earning her the title of Queen of Hip-Hop Soul. Her journey began in 1988 when she recorded an impromptu cover of Anita Baker's Caught Up in the Rapture at a recording studio in a shopping mall. That recording found its way to Jeff Redd, an A&R director at Uptown Records, who passed it on to the label's head, Andre Harrell. Impressed by her raw talent, Harrell signed Blige in 1989, making her the first and youngest female artist at Uptown. She initially worked as a backup singer for artists like Father MC before stepping into the spotlight. Her debut album, What's the 411, revolutionized R&B by incorporating hip-hop elements, marking the beginning of her legendary career. Mary J. Blige's 1993 remix album made history as the first album by a singer to feature a rapper on every track, further cementing her role in blending R&B with hip-hop. Her second album, My Life, became a defining work in contemporary R&B, and both What's the 411 and My Life were included in Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. Over the years, Blige continued to dominate the charts, releasing 15 studio albums, 4 of which reached #1 on the Billboard 200. Some of her iconic songs include Real Love, Not Gone Cry, No More Drama, Be Without You, and Family Affair. In 2022, she performed at the Super Bowl LVI halftime show alongside Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick, Lamar, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, and Anderson .Paak. Blige continued to bless fans with her music, releasing her 15th studio album, Gratitude, in 2024. Bobby Brown is a key figure in R&B and New Jack Swing music, with a career that helped define the sound of the 80s. His passion for music was sparked at the age of 3 when he witnessed James Brown perform live. Inspired by this experience, Bobby honed his vocal skills in the church choir and set his sights on a music career. In 1980, at just 12 years old, he co-founded the legendary group New Edition with childhood friends Michael Bivins and Ricky Bell. Ralph Tresvant later joined the group, and together they formed a collective that would revolutionize the sound of 1980s R&B. Their debut album, Candy Girl, produced a hit with the title track where Bobby Brown shared lead vocals, marking the start of his musical journey. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . However, conflicts within New Edition led to Bobby Brown's controversial departure from the group. He quickly established himself as a solo artist, and his debut album, King of Stage, featured the hit Girlfriend, which topped the R&B charts. But it was his second album, Don't Be Cruel, that truly propelled him to stardom. The album produced 5 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, including the #1 hit, My Prerogative and Every Little Step, which won a Grammy. Brown became one of the defining artists of the late 80s and early 90s. His third album, Bobby continued his success, earning triple platinum certification with hits like Humping Around Get Away and Good Enough. Despite facing personal challenges later in life that somewhat overshadowed his career, Bobby Brown remains a key figure in R&B, known for pioneering the fusion of hip-hop style with smooth vocals and vibrant melodies. In 2008, Brown, along with Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill, formed a side group called Heads of State to compete with Belle Biv DeVoe. Brown and New Edition continued to perform together, including their Culture Tour, which kicked off in early 2022, showcasing their enduring influence and continued impact on the music scene. Ginuwine began his career as a member of Swing Mob, a record label led by Devontae Swing of Jodeci. During his time at Swing Mob, he collaborated with future music icons like Missy Elliott, Timbaland's Static Major, and Stevie J, laying the foundation for his distinctive sound. After Swing Mob disbanded, Ginuwine continued to work closely with Timbaland, which led to the release of his debut album, Ginuwine, The Bachelor, in 1996. The album's breakout single Pony became an instant hit thanks to its innovative beat and sensual lyrics. The song reached #6 on the Billboard Hot 100, solidifying Ginuwine as a major force in the R&B genre. Ginuwine's second album, 100% Ginuwine, continued his success with hits like So Anxious and None of Your Friends' Business. However, after this album, his creative partnership with Timbaland began to fade, and Ginuwine collaborated with other producers such as R. Kelly and Troy Oliver. His 2001 album, The Life, produced his biggest hit on the Billboard Hot 100 Differences, which reached #4 and topped the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. Ginuwine's final album, A Genuine Christmas, was released in 2011. Since then, he has ventured into reality television, participating in Celebrity Big Brother 21 in the UK, and later appearing as Husky on The Masked Singer. Toni Braxton is an American singer, songwriter, actress, and television personality. She began her music career with her 4 sisters, Tracy, Tanda, Trina, and Tamar, in the group The Braxtons in the late 1980s. Although the group's 1990 single Good Life was not commercially successful, it caught the attention of industry giants Antonio Reid and Babyface, who played a pivotal role in launching her solo career. Her self-titled debut album, Toni Braxton, became a major success, topping the Billboard 200 and earning her 3 Grammy Awards, including Best New Artist and 2 consecutive Best Female R&B Vocal Performance Awards in 1994 and 1995. Her debut album sold over 10 million copies worldwide and earned 8 platinum certifications in the U.S. Braxton's success continued with the album Secrets, which featured chart-topping hits like You're Making Me High, Let It Flow, and the timeless ballad Unbreak My Heart, one of the best-selling singles of all time. Her third album, The Heat, debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200 and produced the hit He Wasn't Man Enough, which reached #2 on the Hot 100. This continued her dominance in the R&B and pop charts, solidifying her status as a global music icon. Although Toni Braxton continued to achieve musical success, she faced contract disputes and health issues that affected her career. Her subsequent albums, such as Snowflakes, More Than a Woman, Libra, and Pulse, were released under shifting collaborations with different record labels. In 2014, she reunited with Babyface to release the duet album Love, Marriage, and Divorce, which won the Grammy Award for Best R&B Album in 2015. In 2020, Braxton signed with Island Records and released Spell My Name, featuring singles like Do It with Missy Elliott and Dance. However, she has not released new music since then, leaving fans eagerly awaiting her next move. Chris Brown is an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and actor known for his versatility across pop, hip-hop, and R&B music. His career took off at a young age when he was discovered by Hit Mission Records at just 13 years old. Brown's passion for music was clear early on, as he taught himself to sing and dance, drawing heavy inspiration from Michael Jackson. In 2004, he signed with Jive Records, and the following year he released his self-titled debut album, which became a major success and earned triple platinum certification. His debut single, Run It, topped the Billboard Hot 100, making him the first male artist since 1995 to debut at number 1. Despite facing commercial struggles with his third album, Graffiti, Chris Brown made a strong comeback with FAME. This album became his first to reach number 1 on the Billboard 200, producing major hits like Yeah, 3X, Look at Me Now, and Beautiful People, and won the Grammy for Best R&B Album. His next album, Fortune, also topped the Billboard 200. Over the years, Brown continued to dominate the charts, breaking numerous records. He holds the record for the most top 40 hits by an R&B artist, the most gold-certified singles among male singers, and the most multi-platinum singles among male artists, solidifying his place as one of the most influential figures in modern R&B music. In 2019, Billboard ranked Chris Brown as the third most successful R&B hip-hop artist of the decade, trailing only Drake and Rihanna. On April 11, 2024, Brown released 1111 Deluxe, an expanded version of his 11th studio album. With over 200 awards and 533 nominations, Chris Brown remains one of the most influential R&B artists of his generation. Known for his dynamic performances, extensive music catalog, and profound impact on contemporary music, he continues to shape the sound and direction of modern R&B. JoJo rose to fame as a music prodigy in the early 2000s. She began participating in talent shows and singing competitions from a young age, eventually catching the attention of music producer Vincent Herbert, after appearing on America's Most Talented Kids in 2003. This exposure led to her signing with Blackground Records and releasing her debut album, JoJo, in 2004. The album reached number 4 on the Billboard 200 and was later certified platinum by the RIAA, selling over 4 million copies worldwide. Her powerful vocals and catchy hits such as Leave Get Out made her a household name in pop and R&B music. Her debut single, Leave Get Out, made history by topping the Billboard Mainstream Top 40 chart, making JoJo the youngest solo artist to achieve this feat at just 13 years old. The song also reached number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified gold by the RIAA, along with her next single, Baby, It's You. Her second album, The High Road, further solidified her success with the hit Too Little Too Late, reaching the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. This success helped the album achieve gold certification and sell over 3 million copies worldwide, cementing JoJo's place as one of the rising stars of the 2000s. However, JoJo's rising career was abruptly halted due to a contract dispute with Blackground Records. Having signed with the label at just 12 years old, she was unable to release new music for many years. The legal battle lasted for 7 years, during which her fans launched the Free JoJo campaign to support her fight for artistic freedom. In 2013, JoJo won the legal battle and regained her freedom, eventually signing with Atlantic Records in January 2014. This victory marked a new chapter in her career, allowing her to finally release music on her own terms. In 2017, JoJo revealed on Twitter that her former record label had removed her early music from streaming platforms, leaving her unable to control the situation. She openly addressed these issues with her fans, and despite the setbacks, went on to release 3 new albums, Good to Know December Baby and Trying Not to Think About It, in 2021. These releases marked a return to her musical roots, showcasing her growth as an artist and her determination to continue sharing her music with the world on her own terms. Michael Jackson was not just an artist. He was a global cultural phenomenon who redefined entertainment and music in the 20th century. From his early days as a child prodigy in the Jackson 5 to being crowned the King of Pop, his career spanned over 4 decades. His groundbreaking contributions to music dance and music videos revolutionized the industry, setting new standards for artistic expression. Jackson's massive legacy continues to inspire millions worldwide, leaving an indelible mark on pop culture that resonates to this day. From his early days with the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson showcased his innate talent with a clear, emotional voice and captivating dance moves. However, it was when he embarked on his solo career, particularly with the album Off the Wall 1979, that he truly solidified his place in music history. But it was Thriller 1982 that created a true revolution in both music and entertainment. Thriller became not only the best-selling album of all time, with over 70 million copies sold worldwide, but also a groundbreaking moment in visual artistry. His music videos, especially Thriller, Billie Jean, and Beat It, were not just simple illustrations of the songs. They became cinematic masterpieces featuring intricate storytelling, complex choreography, and pioneering special effects. Michael Jackson transformed MTV from a basic music channel into a platform for showcasing stunning visual works, influencing how artists approached music videos for years to come. Michael Jackson was a genius performer, and every one of his shows was a masterful display of perfection. From powerful live vocals to skillful and energetic dance moves, ranging from the iconic moonwalk to his commanding spins, he captivated audiences with unmatched precision and flair. His extraordinary ability to connect with fans made every concert an unforgettable experience. By blending R&B, pop, soul, and rock into his music, Jackson broke down genre barriers, captivating diverse audiences around the world. His innovative approach to performance and music continues to serve as a source of inspiration for countless artists who followed in his footsteps. Beyond music, Michael Jackson left an indelible mark on fashion, dance, and philanthropy. He used his global platform to convey powerful messages of peace, love, and environmental awareness through iconic songs like Heal the World and Earth Song. Despite his personal life being marred by controversy and tragedy, there is no denying the immense contributions Michael Jackson made to music and pop culture. He became not just an entertainer, but a symbol, a legend, and a living testament to how an artist can change the world through talent and passion. Michael Jackson's legacy continues to live on in every note, every dance step, and in the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. Brandy Norwood is one of the most prominent names in R&B, with a career that spans decades. Born in Macomb, Mississippi, into a musical family, she was introduced to gospel music by her father, a choir director. Brandy first sang solo at the age of 2 and quickly developed a passion for music. As a teenager, she began performing in talent shows and eventually became a backup singer for the group Immature. Her big break came in 1993 when she signed with Atlantic Records. The following year, she released her debut album Brandy, which became a massive success, selling 6 million copies worldwide. Not long after Brandy transitioned into television, starring in the lead role of the popular sitcom Moesha, further cementing her place as a multi-talented star. Brandy also made history by playing Cinderella in a groundbreaking TV film alongside Whitney Houston, a role that further showcased her versatility. However, it was the 1998 hit The Boy Is Mine, a collaboration with Monica, that catapulted Brandy to global superstardom. The song became an instant classic, dominating the charts, and her second album, Never Say Never, went on to sell 16 million copies worldwide. Over the years, Brandy continued to excel in both music and acting. She appeared on reality TV shows, performed on Broadway, and even served as a judge on America's Got Talent, proving her staying power and wide-ranging talent in the entertainment industry. Over time, Brandy's albums didn't sell as well as they once had, and her career began to slow down with her presence in the media becoming less frequent. In 2020, she made a comeback with the album B7, and in 2023 she released a Christmas album showing that she's still active in music and performing. Despite her efforts for many fans, she is no longer the Brandy they once adored, as her journey and evolution have led to a shift in her place within the industry. However, Brandy continues to be a respected artist who remains part of the cultural fabric with a legacy that continues to resonate. In the early 2000s, Cisco was everywhere. With his platinum blonde hair and bold outfits, he became one of the biggest stars in R&B. His hit song, Thong Song, became a cultural phenomenon, and for a time it seemed like Cisco was unstoppable. He began his music career as a teenager working at a local fudge shop, known for having employees who could sing. It was there that he met the other members of the group Dru Hill. The group signed with Island Records in 1996 and quickly made a name for themselves with hits like Tell Me and How Deep Is Your Love, paving the way for Cisco's eventual solo success. By the late 90s, things began to change for Dru Hill. One member, Woody, left the group to pursue a solo career, leading the remaining members to explore solo projects. In 1999, Cisco released his debut solo album, Unleash the Dragon. While the album was successful from the start, it wasn't until 2000 that things truly exploded. The second single from the album, Thong Song, became a massive hit, playing on every radio station, dominating MTV and making Cisco a household name. His next hit, Incomplete, also topped the charts. At the peak of his fame, he was so popular that they even made an action figure of him. However, as with many stars, fame doesn't last forever. In 2002, Cisco reunited with Dru Hill, but their new album didn't achieve the same success, and they ultimately lost their recording contract. His solo career also faced struggles, and by the mid-2000s, he faded from the spotlight. Cisco made an attempt at a comeback in 2015 with the album Last Dragon, but it didn't garner much attention. As of 2024, Cisco continues to perform, though he's no longer the star he once was. Recently, he made a memorable appearance on The Masked Singer as Lizard. Although he was eliminated, he had the opportunity to perform Thong Song one last time, reminding fans of his iconic contribution to music. R. Kelly, with hits like I Believe I Can Fly, Ignition, and Step in the Name of Love, once dominated the charts and earned the title of King of R&B. However, today, His name is no longer associated with music, but rather with one of the biggest scandals in music history. Kelly grew up in Chicago, where he discovered his passion for music through the church choir. His big break came in the early 90s when he released his debut solo album, 12 Play. The album quickly became an instant classic, featuring hits like Bump and Grind and Your Body's Callin'. His ability to blend sensual R&B with catchy melodies helped him rise to superstardom. However, his career took a sharp turn as his personal life became marred by controversy, changing the legacy he once had. R. Kelly not only wrote hits for himself, but also wrote and produced for artists like Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, and Michael Jackson. Throughout the late 90s and early 2000s, he remained one of the most successful artists in R&B. His song, I Believe I Can Fly from 1998, won 3 Grammy Awards and became an iconic anthem. However, behind the scenes, rumors and allegations of sexual misconduct, many involving underage girls, began to intensify. Despite facing lawsuits and investigations, Kelly continued to release music and maintain his career, even creating the Trapped in the Closet series, which became a cultural phenomenon. While his professional success continued, the growing public scrutiny and legal battles eventually overshadowed his music legacy. However, by the late 2010s, the truth began to catch up with R. Kelly. The 2019 documentary Surviving R. Kelly exposed decades of abuse allegations, leading to a series of arrests and trials. Kelly was convicted on multiple charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering, and was sentenced to 31 years in prison. Now in 2025, R. Kelly is no longer a music legend. He is a prisoner at a federal facility in North Carolina, a stark contrast to the celebrated career he once had. His fall from grace serves as a tragic reminder of the consequences of his actions and the dark side of his legacy. Marvin Gaye, born Marvin Pence Gaye Jr., was a music icon who helped shape the sound of Motown in the 1960s and later broke boundaries to become one of the most influential and meaningful vocalists of the 20th century. His journey began with Motown, where he found major success with hits like Stubborn Kind of Fellow, Can I Get a Witness, and especially I Heard It Through the Grapevine, a global hit that catapulted him to superstardom. His romantic duets with Tammy Terrell, including the timeless Ain't No Mountain High Enough, became Motown classics, beautifully showcasing the perfect blend of their voices and solidifying their place in music history. Gaye's ability to fuse soul pop and socially conscious themes in his music made him a groundbreaking artist whose legacy continues to resonate. However, the pinnacle of Marvin Gaye's career came in the 1970s, when he began to break free from Motown's control and started producing his own work. What's Going On 1971 was a groundbreaking masterpiece that tackled pressing social and political issues such as war, environmental pollution, and injustice. This album completely transformed the way soul music was perceived, paving the way for artists to have more creative control over their work. Following this success, Let's Get It On. 1973 boldly and tastefully explored themes of love and sensuality with the title track, becoming an iconic hit and redefining romantic R&B. Gaye's ability to blend deep social commentary with sensual expression solidified his place as one of the most versatile and influential artists of his time. Marvin Gaye was known for his distinctive voice, which could effortlessly transition from a soaring falsetto to a smooth baritone and a deep, soulful gospel tone. He was a master storyteller through music conveying complex emotions that ranged from the joy of love to the anxieties about the world. Despite his life ending tragically in 1984, Marvin Gaye's legacy continues to endure. His influence stretches across R&B, soul pop, and hip-hop, shaping the careers of countless artists across generations. His profound impact on music and culture has solidified his place as a musical legend of immense stature, whose work remains timeless and deeply revered. Whitney Houston was not just a singer. She was a musical phenomenon widely regarded as one of the greatest voices of all time. Her extraordinary vocal ability and profound talent for conveying emotion earned her the title of The Voice. Houston shattered numerous records, reshaped both R&B and pop music, and paved the way for generations of Black artists. Her voice, a seamless blend of gospel, R&B, and pop, set a new standard for vocal technique and emotional depth in performance, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to influence artists today. Whitney Houston's illustrious career began in the 1980s with her debut album Whitney Houston, 1985, which quickly catapulted her to global superstardom with hits like Saving All My Love for You and Greatest Love of All. However, the pinnacle of her career came with the timeless hit, I Will Always Love You from the soundtrack of The Bodyguard, 1992. The song not only topped charts worldwide, but also became one of the best-selling singles of all time, further cementing Whitney's unparalleled vocal power. She remains the only artist to have 7 consecutive singles reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, a remarkable feat that solidified her as one of the greatest voices in music history. Despite the personal ups and downs and tragedies in Whitney Houston's life, her immense talent and musical legacy remain undeniable. Her voice was a rare gift, an endless source of inspiration for millions of fans and future generations of artists. Whitney Houston was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and received countless prestigious awards, solidifying her status as the Queen of Pop and R&B. She was a legend whose influence continues to resonate, and her music will forever be a timeless part of the cultural fabric. Beyoncé Giselle Knowles-Carter, simply known as Beyoncé, is one of the most influential artists of the 21st century, embodying strength, female empowerment, and constant innovation in music. From her early days as a young star in the iconic girl group Destiny's Child to being crowned the Queen of global music, Beyoncé has crafted a dazzling solo career that has consistently broken barriers and redefined the entertainment industry. Her solo career began with the album Dangerously in Love 2003, which established her as a solo powerhouse with hits like Crazy in Love and Baby Boy. She followed up with consistently successful albums both commercially and artistically, including B-Day 2006, I Am, Sasha Fierce 2008, featuring the global smash single Ladies, Put a Ring on It, and 4, 2011, solidifying her place as a dominant force in music. However, it was her groundbreaking visual albums, such as Beyoncé 2013 and Lemonade 2016, that truly elevated her to new heights. These projects were more than just music. They were multimedia art pieces, blending powerful visuals with music and delivering profound social and political messages about feminism, Black identity, and personal experiences. Most recently, Renaissance 2022 and Cowboy Carter 2024 have continued to highlight her ability to evolve and lead the way in exploring new genres, including dance music and country, further solidifying her status as one of the most innovative forces in the music industry. With each release, Beyoncé pushes boundaries and redefines what it means to be an artist in the modern era. Beyoncé is not just a singer with a powerful voice and exceptional technical skill. She is also a master performer renowned for her flawless choreography, grand stages, and a remarkable ability to connect with her audience. Her performances transcend the typical concert experience, evolving into world-class shows that reflect her unique artistic vision. Beyond music, she is a major cultural figure who has influenced fashion, social issues, and popular culture. Beyoncé has used her platform to champion feminism, celebrate Black culture, and promote confidence and independence, empowering millions around the world through her artistry and activism. With a multitude of prestigious awards, including multiple Grammy wins, making her the most awarded artist in Grammy history, Beyoncé has firmly established herself as one of the greatest artists of all time. She constantly reinvents herself, challenges norms, and evolves her artistry, inspiring millions across the globe. Beyoncé's legacy is not only defined by her chart-topping hits or record-breaking album sales, but also by how she has redefined the role of women in the music industry, becoming a global symbol of power, creativity, and empowerment. Through her music and activism, she continues to shape the cultural landscape and inspire future generations. Rihanna, full name. Robin Rihanna Fenty is one of the most influential artists of the 21st century, renowned not only for her groundbreaking music, but also for her remarkable career in business and fashion. Hailing from Barbados, she quickly rose to global superstardom, breaking boundaries and redefining the role of a modern, multifaceted artist. Her ability to constantly evolve her musical style and image has allowed her to remain a dominant force in the industry for over a decade. Rihanna's versatility combined with her entrepreneurial spirit has made her a cultural icon, whose influence extends far beyond music. Rihanna's music career began with Pon de Replay in 2005, quickly placing her on the global music map with its signature dancehall and R&B influences. She continued to dominate the charts with a string of massive hits such as SOS Umbrella, Disturbia, Rude Boy, Only Girl in the World. We Found Love, Diamonds, and Work. Rihanna stands out for her ability to seamlessly blend a variety of genres, from R&B, pop, dancehall, EDM, and hip-hop to rock and reggae, creating a unique and ever-evolving musical style. Her album, Good Girl Gone Bad, 2007, marked a major turning point in her career, transforming her from a teen pop star into a sultry and confident global icon, solidifying her place at the forefront of contemporary music. Beyond music, Rihanna has built a business empire that spans multiple industries. She achieved tremendous success with her cosmetics brand Fenty Beauty, which has been widely praised for its inclusivity and diversity, particularly for offering an extensive range of foundation shades that cater to all skin tones. Building on this success, she launched the fashion brand Fenty under the mentorship of LVMH, becoming the first Black woman to lead a luxury brand under this prestigious conglomerate. Rihanna is not only a music superstar, but also a savvy entrepreneur, an active philanthropist through the Clara Lionel Foundation, and a global fashion icon. Her influence extends far beyond the music industry, consistently leading trends and shaping the style of millions around the world. Alicia Keys, born. Alicia Augello Cook is not just a singer-songwriter and pianist. She is one of the most talented and influential artists of the 21st century, known for her seamless fusion of R&B, soul, hip-hop, and classical music. With her powerful voice, profound songwriting ability, and innate piano talent, Alicia Keys has developed a unique musical style that resonates deeply with listeners, often conveying powerful messages of love, empowerment, and social consciousness. Her ability to blend genres while staying true to her authentic self has earned her a lasting place in the music industry. Alicia Keys' career skyrocketed in 2001 with her debut album Songs in a Minor. With hits like Fallin' and A Woman's Worth, the album quickly became a global phenomenon, earning her 5 Grammy Awards, including Best New Artist. Fallen in particular made a strong impact with its haunting piano riffs, soulful vocals, and deeply emotional lyrics that explored the complexities of love. This album not only solidified Alicia's undeniable talent, but also ushered in a new wave for R&B, connecting deeply with the core values of soul and blues. It marked the beginning of her powerful influence on contemporary music, setting the stage for her lasting legacy in the industry. Throughout her career, Alicia Keys has consistently released critically acclaimed works that have also achieved commercial success. Albums like The Diary of Alicia Keys, 2003, featuring hits like If I Ain't Got You and You Don't Know My Name, and As I Am, 2007, with the chart-topping No One, further solidified her position as one of the leading voices and songwriters in the music industry. Not only does she write music for herself, but she has also collaborated with many major artists, showcasing her skill in lyric writing, composing, and arranging. Alicia Keys' music often carries a deeply personal tone, exploring themes of love loss, inner strength, and social issues, reflecting her growth and depth as an artist. Her ability to blend heartfelt lyrics with soulful melodies has made her a timeless influence in modern music. Beyond music, Alicia Keys is also known for her role as a social activist, championing natural beauty and self-confidence. She pioneered the no makeup movement, encouraging women to embrace their true selves and redefine standards of beauty. Alicia has been a powerful advocate for humanitarian causes and social justice, using her platform to raise awareness on important issues. With a multitude of prestigious awards, including 15 Grammy Awards, Alicia Keys has demonstrated not only her extraordinary talent, but also her far-reaching influence. She is a living example of how an artist can create high-level art while also inspiring positive societal change, using her voice to encourage empowerment, authenticity, and justice. Bruno Mars, born Peter Jean Hernandez, is one of the most talented and successful artists of today, known for his ability to seamlessly blend classic musical genres like funk soul, R&B, pop disco, and rock. With his captivating voice, exceptional performance skills, and remarkable songwriting and production abilities, Bruno Mars has crafted a unique musical style that combines a retro feel with a fresh modern twist. His ability to fuse nostalgia with contemporary sounds has made him a global sensation, appealing to both old-school music lovers and new generations alike. Bruno Mars's career began to rise dramatically in the early 2010s. After achieving success as a co-writer and producer for other artists, he released his debut solo singles Just the Way You Are and Grenade in 2010, quickly propelling him to the top of the charts. His debut album Doo-Wops and Hooligans 2010 solidified his position as a promising vocalist, blending smooth pop soul with catchy melodies. Following that success, his album Unorthodox Jukebox 2012 explored even more genres with hits like Locked Out of Heaven, which featured reggae rock influences, and the emotional ballad When I Was Your Man. These albums showcased his versatility and cemented his place as one of the most innovative artists of his generation. However, the pinnacle of Bruno Mars's career came with the Silk Sonic project alongside Anderson .Paak and his own album 24K Magic 2016. 24K Magic was a celebration of 80s and 90s funk and R&B, featuring energetic tracks like 24K Magic Finesse and That's What I Like. The album dominated the Grammy Awards, earning him several major accolades, including Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. Bruno Mars is not just a singer, he is a born performer. Every one of his performances is a high-energy musical celebration, featuring flawless choreography, a vibrant live band, and an incredible stage presence that makes it impossible for the audience not to groove along. His live shows are a testament to his unparalleled talent and entertainment prowess. With a plethora of prestigious awards, including 15 Grammy Awards, Bruno Mars has proven his constant creativity and widespread influence in the music industry. He is not only a commercially successful artist, but also someone who preserves and reinvents classic musical values, blending timeless sounds with modern flair. Bruno Mars is a testament to how a combination of talent, hard work, and the ability to capture and set trends can create a global superstar. He continues to deliver uplifting melodies and top-tier performances, earning his place as one of the most dynamic and respected figures in contemporary music. John Legend-born John Roger Stevens is a rare, multi-talented artist, renowned for his smooth soul voice, exceptional piano skills, and deeply emotional songs that resonate with listeners. From romantic ballads to tracks carrying powerful social messages, John Legend has solidified himself as one of the leading R&B and soul voices of his generation. He is also one of the few artists to achieve the prestigious EGOT title Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, a testament to his outstanding talent and versatility across multiple artistic fields. His ability to seamlessly blend music activism and artistry has made him a respected and influential figure in entertainment. John Legend's career began to take off in the early 2000s with collaborations alongside major artists like Kanye West. His debut album, Get Lifted 2004, featured hits like Ordinary People and Used to Love, quickly establishing him as a rising star in contemporary soul music. Ordinary People stood out with its simplicity, yet deep sincerity, showcasing just a piano, and his raw vocals leaving an unforgettable mark on listeners. He then continued to solidify his distinctive style with albums like Once Again 2006 and Love in the Future 2013. From Love in the Future, the legendary ballad All of Me was born, becoming one of the most timeless love songs of all time. The track topped charts worldwide and gained immense popularity, further cementing John Legend's place as one of the most beloved voices in contemporary music. Beyond music, John Legend is also an active social justice advocate, using his platform and influence to speak out on humanitarian issues and social justice, particularly in the area of criminal justice reform through the Free America campaign. His song, Glory, featuring Common from the film Selma, won the Oscar for Best Original Song, marking not only an artistic achievement but also a powerful declaration of civil rights and equality. With his extraordinary talent, compassionate heart, and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place, John Legend is an artist who not only creates moving melodies, but also inspires positive change through his music and activism. His dedication to social causes reinforces his status as both a gifted musician and a transformative force in the fight for justice and equality. Brent Faiyaz, born Christopher Brent Wood, is one of the most prominent contemporary R&B artists, known for his smooth, alluring voice and a unique musical style that often carries a dark, sensual, and sometimes controversial tone. He has become a phenomenon in the R&B world, captivating a large and loyal fan base with his authenticity, boldness, and his ability to express the complex and raw facets of relationships. Faiyaz's music often blends vulnerability with confidence, addressing themes of love, heartbreak, and self-reflection in ways that resonate deeply with listeners. His distinct sound has made him a defining voice in modern R&B. Brent Faiyaz's career began to gain attention in the mid-2010s. After releasing his EP AM Paradox 2016, he truly exploded with his collaboration on Crew alongside Goldlink and Shy Glizzy, earning him a Grammy nomination. However, Faiyaz has been steadily building his own empire through solo projects. Albums like Sonder Son 2017 and especially the EP Fuck the World 2020 solidified his position in the R&B genre. His album Wasteland 2022 further affirmed his style, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200. Hits like All Mine and Gravity featuring Tyler the Creator became major successes, further cementing his influence in contemporary R&B and showcasing his unique sound. Brent Faiyaz's musical style is often described as alternative R&B or neo-soul, blending the smoothness of traditional R&B with modern elements, sometimes carrying a melancholic or hip-hop influence. He has an exceptional ability to tell stories authentically, unafraid to explore the darker sides of love, physical attraction, and introspective thoughts. Faiyaz is also an independent artist, having founded his own label, Lost Kids, to retain the rights to his music, demonstrating both his sharp business acumen and his desire to maintain full creative control. With his unique music style, thought-provoking lyrics, and distinct personality, Brent Faiyaz continues to be one of the most captivating and evolving voices in the global R&B scene. Who is your favorite R&B star among these incredible artists? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. Stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way.